Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Nostalgia Critic, and it's going to be Digimon the movie. I don't think I've ever watched this movie before. I've watched Pokemon the first movie, but I've never seen Digimon the movie. So I don't know what to expect. Obviously it's a bit of Pokemon. Yeah, let's see what it's all about, shall we? Let's go. Digimon requests, so... Jesus,
What's
must
with
be
you
really
people?
popular.
I didn't watch Digimon growing up. I was in college, for God's sake. I didn't even watch Pokemon. Pikachu, Pikachu, fuck that shit. And yet so many people are like, oh, do Digimon, oh, do Digimon. No, seriously, that's how some of the emails go. Look, do Digimon, waves arms in girly fashion and squeaks in high-pitched pussy voice. What am I supposed to say about a show I don't know / care anything about? And yet everybody's asking me to do it. There's only one person that can help me out with this.
Okay, who? That music. Oh.
God damn it, there's no clouds out! When the hell would that ever happen?
The next day. Joe. You mean Angry Joe?
God damn it, it's during the day! Tap dancing crap!
You mean Angry Joe? Angry Joe's gonna be on here. Joe, you know. Oh, please let it be Angry Joe, please.
The time has come.
Please.
Are we
Yes!
inventing another micronation?
God damn it, what do you
Fucking
want?
yes.
It says Joe in the sky.
No, it
Fucking
doesn't.
love
It says
Angry Joe.
J-O.
I've been
Yeah, that spells Joe.
a huge
Do you have
supporter
Jessica
from his
Taku's
channel
number?
for a long
Yeah.
time.
Can you text it to me?
Not until I get a Joe signal in the sky. I deserve a Joe signal, Critic!
Oh, Hubei, someday we'll rule this world together. We just need to fix your ears first.
Oh boy.
Hello? Hey, look outside.
Okay.
Yeah?
You see that incredibly expensive spotlight being pointed in the sky?
Yeah, I thought that was for Angry Joe, actually.
I'm doing Digimon. You want to help or not?
Oh, Critic, you can't come into a show like Digimon and expect to properly represent it. You need to have grown up with it, seen a majority of the episodes, have a good connection to the fan community
I don't
that
think I
you
ever watched it,
hopefully
no.
asleep don't have, so... Yeah, this is far out of your league, even with my help.
Well, if that's the way it has to be. Yeah, I mean.
Now, the movie, on the other hand...
Oh boy. Why does it sound like Inspector Gadget
I thought in order
music?
to talk about the movie, I have to know about the show, right?
Well, technically, this movie claims you can come into it without knowing anything about the show or the franchise. They say
Cool.
they explain everything for newcomers.
Do they?
New, but that's part of why it sucks so much.
Oh
It's
wow.
actually 3 films with completely different plots and settings smashed together into one with only Smash Mouth songs and bad puns holding it together.
So
Oh,
even fans of the
Jesus.
show didn't like this movie?
For the most part,
Damn. Oh boy, here we go.
let's not waste any time.
Really? Because I'm quite content with wasting time.
Let's take a look at this elephant dookie that is the Digimon movie.
Oh boy.
So, we open on...
This is it, DigiPal.
Oh, fuck me, I forgot about this part.
What the
This can't
fuck
be
is
real.
that?
No.
God, those Digimon are even more hideous than I imagined.
That's
No,
not
this
real.
Isn't
Come
Digimon.
on.
That's Angela Anaconda.
Boy, I thought Japanese animation would be a little better than this.
Well, it's not exactly the movie. Angela Anaconda was owned by Fox as well, so they wanted to promote 2 turds with 1 bomb.
Oh god.
Wasn't shown just in theaters for a quick gag either. It kicks off every copy of the movie. This is seriously part of the flick. This is their best foot forward, people.
No.
It's like an extreme
Dreadful.
night terror if you passed out drinking moonshine while watching Terry Gilliam cartoons.
Oh, so Mrs. Brinks and Ninny Poo think they can block the Digimon show with their big fat Digimon blocking heads, do they? Angela Anaconda, Digi-Evolve,
Oh,
Angelamon.
My God,
This is
it's
fucked
still
up.
Going.
Goes
Come
on
on.
for 4 minutes.
Get to the
At least the
fucking
Pokemon
movie.
movie didn't open with the biker mice from Mars motoring in to watch it on the big screen.
What's next? SpongeBob racing in to watch The Last Airbender?
Oh god, don't. Don't.
Boy, Shyamalan
That-
needs to throw in the
That
towel.
was a
I thought
god
there were
awful
blue cats
movie.
in this.
The Last Airbender. Jesus.
So, when does the movie actually start?
Yeah. Fine. Worst thing imaginable. No fucking way.
Country Fried Christ Crackers?
What is
Is
up
that a
with...
digi-rap?
Don't
What is up
listen
with the
to it, your
rapping?
brain will fall out.
Could be done by Vanilla Ice, so it could be worse. Vanilla Ice could have done it. I know, my fucking brain. I can't believe this.
Especially bad in how cheap and corporate pandering it is, even for a children's anime, and that's saying a lot.
They're trying to keep it hip. Trying to keep it digging with the rap. I'm out of touch with that sort of...
Friday here has said Digi enough times.
Yeah,
Stick Digi
Digi.
onto more words. It'll be funny. No, we know what we're doing. We're Fox producers.
Do just Digi dance.
and Digi contrive. No Digi brain cells will be left alive.
God.
No doubt about it, this is simply embarrassing. I believe they could put a more dignified rap in there.
That's much more better. Yeah, that's what we need.
Thus
Aw.
we get our first scene
I'm
of the
enjoying that music.
Who says there's no such thing as monsters?
Yeah, who says?
And I'm lost. Didn't take you long, did it, Phil?
No, it's okay. This is just a flash forward to what you're about to see.
Oh, so they're showing us what's gonna happen, like, near the end of the movie?
Actually, more like the first 10 minutes. This whole scene is pretty pointless, seeing as how we're gonna see it again in just a few moments.
What's
Maybe
the
they figured
point?
the target audience would walk out if some violence didn't happen. in the
Yeah,
first
they
few
needed
seconds.
explosions.
But after that, we're introduced to Kari, the resident Mary Sue and younger sister of the show's lead character, Ty. Not that you know that. This movie's not kind to the uninitiated.
And yet, oddly enough, they never shut the hell up.
I was right. It was our first Digi-Egg. And on the other side of the world, Willis was getting his Digi-Egg at the exact same time.
The human squeak toy talks on and on throughout the movie, shouting exposition, and yet I still have no idea what's going on.
I'm part of a team called the Digi-Destined. There were only a handful of us at first, but we've added a few members since then. That's Willis, in America. His digital adventure, as well as ours, began that night, 8 years ago.
Oh,
Like,
God.
who the fuck is Willis? They keep talking about him, but apparently he's over in
Bruce
America
Willis?
while this takes place in Japan.
Who knows? That's probably
Trust
Bruce
me,
Willis.
we'll get to that.
Joy. So Kari tells the audience that 8 years ago, their computer dropped them off a strange delivery of spam and eggs.
Spam and
They are
eggs.
confused by the alien egg, but decide to take care of it while their mother is out.
It's funny. Don't know why, but it's funny.
Weird-looking egg came from? Let's tell him our chicken coop is on a nuclear waste dump.
One problem this movie and the TV show unfortunately share is their propensity for bad jokes. Not just unfunny jokes, but ones that don't make any sense when you start to think about them. Some were so bad they created plot holes in the story.
I'll make 3-bean salad.
Nobody's coming over, Mom.
That's all right. I only have 2 beans anyway.
It's alive!
The egg suddenly hatches, revealing...
My
Ugh.
name is Kari.
What the fuck is that
You
thing?
two are the best friends I ever had. We're the only friends you've had.
Oh, roasted.
I wouldn't find that face hugging too cute.
Yeah, that's
Last
like
person that
Alien.
happened to didn't turn out
Yep,
so well.
that's not good.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's not cute. Oh, that's cool music. I love this music.
Yeah, you may notice this movie has an eclectic soundtrack.
Yeah, but it's
entirely inappropriate in
at
every
least
scene, but
decent
effective.
music.
I like to play late 90s bingo with it. After several cute
God, I
scenes,
feel old listening to that music. That takes me back.
get any
I feel
worse.
like I'm getting fucking old.
Got worse.
An electrical storm blows through the city, causing everything to go haywire and the kid's Digimon friend to put on his serious business face.
Okay.
An entirely new face, in fact.
Know that this Koromon isn't the one we became friends with later on.
So
What
he goes through
the
the
fuck?
natural evolution from tiny bunny rabbit into...
Holy
dinosaur.
shit.
No.
No.
Let me explain. Digimon are supposed to be living packets of data, so the bigger the packet, like kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, etc., the bigger the monster, and they become stronger by eating, learning, and bonding with organic life forms, specifically human children.
So it's a Tamagotchi?
Yeah, a
Tamagotchi.
that kicks
Gotta remember those.
ass.
I love those Tamagotchis. They were awesome. I fucking love those
If it never did
Tamagotchis.
that, I usually just let it die.
This is why the show was awesome.
Polly wanna grab it? A really big cracker?
Come
And
on.
that's why this movie
That
sucks.
killed it right
So
there.
Baloney the dinosaur
Bad
dukes it
joke.
out with the giant parrot that just seems to pop the fuck out of nowhere,
Yeah.
while the kids cower underneath it.
Why does it sound like Dr.
Okay,
Gadget
I have to
music?
admit, the animation in this fight is a lot of fun to watch. In fact, I'd even say it's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, most of the footage they cut together to make this movie was directed by Mamoru Hosoda, a unique and talented anime director who later went on to make The Girl Who Leapt Through Time and Summer Wars. His Digimon work was really excellent, and even in this choppy American recut, a lot of the sweetness and emotion of the original shines through.
Are you gonna go on about this for a few hours?
I usually do.
Sorry,
Please
my
do.
review. Crappy movie
Please
first,
do, so we
boring
don't
anime
get to see
bullshit
any
later.
more of this
Later?
movie.
As in never.
Oh.
So the two fight, and eventually the dinosaur wins.
Music's pretty badass. I was
Now that's
enjoying
what
that.
I call a dead parrot.
It was a while before we realized that those of us who saw what happened became the Digidestined. It was even longer before we found out that Willis met his Digimon that same night.
Okay, they mention this Willis kid again, but he's not anywhere in the friggin' movie so far. Why do they keep bringing him up?
Okay, remember when I said they used 3 different Digimon movies to make this one?
Let me guess. He's not in the other 2 movies they used, is he?
Yep, he's only in the last one, so to try and pretend they have a cohesive narrative, they just keep talking about him.
Yeah, that's
Annoying
just...
Speaking of which, flash forward 4 years to a completely different plot. We're done with that one. Let's go, let's go.
What? When did this movie become Castaway? I mean, this whole scene had nothing to do with...
What comes next? Nope. Or what comes after?
Then
What
why
was
did
the
they
point?
show it?
Because it had a dinosaur fighting a parrot. How could you not show that?
Of
Like
course. Yeah, it's a fucking Michael Bay
Woman
movie.
child.
That's what it is. It's a
So,
fucking
4
Michael
years
Bay
later,
movie
we
we're
meet
watching.
Computer whiz and fan
Pointless
favorite
fucking
Izzy,
explosions
talking
and
about
animations.
worldwide.
Huh? Prodigious. A computer virus on the internet.
Curious?
Wow, prodigious! A hippie in a Prius!
Prodigious.
He's been downloading too much
Kingsley in a
porn.
bad movie.
Prodigious! A thing that would very obviously be in another thing!
Those pesky
Prodigious,
viruses.
a balding internet reviewer who screams a lot.
Prodigious! An anime fan who obviously takes herself way too seriously!
Asshat.
Women child! So this Kari girl narrates more about how there's a Digimon egg online.
Digi-egg.
Oh god,
Digi-egg.
that's the official term.
It was cute. They call evolution digivolving too. And their little trinkets are called digivices.
Yeah, and was it cute when Kid Icarus kept putting Icus at the end of every word too?
You can count on me to win the archery event, Princessicus.
No, but he didn't have a dinosaur fighting a parrot. Argument over. The Digi-Egg's been infected with a virus,
Hello.
and it's trying to destroy the real-world network.
Okay.
Guy doesn't have time to worry about because he's trying to send an email to his crush, Sora, and the evil Digi-Egg won't let it go through. Oh, the horror.
I'm going to a birthday party. I got my friend a pink Power Ranger.
Guess
Pink
what
Power
show the
Ranger.
company who dubbed
What?
this also owned?
Yogi Bear? Thought maybe the Ranger went gay.
Damn.
You try and tell a girl you're sorry and your computer shuts you down.
Okay, whoa.
Ladies!
With the music, it's just so
1 hour
blatant.
movie to go. Izzy gets a hold of Ty and tells them they have to contact their friends in the digital world to stop the internet menace.
It's been a long time.
Who else is there?
You can collect them all in each McDonald's Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Dairy
Jesus.
Queen made the toys for this thing.
You know
What?
this and you're not deeply ashamed?
How would you know that? That's
So I
sad.
wasn't.
And guess she's a
The
nurse.
kids send their Digimon out to fight the virus, an orange dinosaur and an electric ladybug. And they pulverize it. But all they've done is made it an angry arachnid, who takes off to wipe out the electric devices of the real world. So they
Okay.
call the blonde kid,
Matt,
and his little brother,
TK,
it doesn't matter, I'm gonna forget him tomorrow anyway, we're on
True.
vacation to come
I've
back
come,
to the
everybody.
city and back 'em up.
Of all these characters already.
Less than Jake!
listen, Jake, listen, Jake.
All I need is Savage Garden and the theme from Titanic.
Matt and TK send in their Digimon, but the baddie digivolves to his most powerful mega state, Diaboromon, which is totally supposed to be Diablomon, but in case it wasn't obvious, the folks who dubbed this movie are not terribly perceptive. Now they have a real fight on their hands.
There's something wrong with me.
What is it?
I think it's your mother's recipes.
I hate to tell you I told you so, but I told you so.
Christ, there's
Food
more
poisoning?
poop jokes
Who
in this
knows?
movie than the Phantom Menace.
Actually, this one's a plot point.
Oh, good, because I really wanted the diarrhea to play a big part in the story.
Yeah,
Lizzie
what?
out of the room,
What do we
Ty
really need to know?
crashes the computer, like you do, cutting off his connection from the Digimon.
Not a single call can get through. Huh? Hello, this is Ty.
Hello. Did you program me?
It's Infamon.
Oh.
Spider-Man, come out to play.
Ty tries to get help from his friends, but most of them are already preoccupied.
You got this postcard in the mail from Mimi.
He's on vacation in Hawaii.
I don't know, Mimi.
Oh.
I don't have a care in the world, and I'm wishing you were here.
Never make that face again.
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty
a
creepy.
pedophile makes when he hears they're renewing toddlers and tiaras.
Yeah.
Get away from that!
Hi, Izzy. Welcome
That's
back.
messed up.
So for a bunch of confusing exposition, or maybe not confusing, boring is a much better word, a whole bunch of shit is thrown at us about a Digimon cloning himself, taking over all the phone lines, operating
Oh,
all the
boy.
computers of the world. And did I also mention he
It's like
watches
fucking
nuclear
Skynet.
weapons on the side too?
What?
We're not even halfway through this movie and already they're throwing all this shit at us.
Jesus.
Who's gonna top nuclear weapons about to destroy the world?
Yeah, how
Agreed,
could you
it would
top
be a
that?
little better if they saved this for the climax of the film, but hey, it's got some good animation. It's a touch suspenseful.
Oh yeah, there's so many characters I'm concerned about. Like this girl I don't know, or these kids I just met. And
Who knows?
These two that do nothing but quote awkward puns. Oh yeah, I really want to know what happens to them.
Come on, you have to admit it's a little bit exciting.
Exciting? It's
No,
almost a half
not
an
really.
hour of people doing nothing but looking at their computer screen.
I find a
That's
Subway
really
sandwich
all
more
that's going
exciting.
on. I mean, think about it. Is there anything more wasteful and useless than just looking at your computer screen for almost a half hour? So Diabromon is defeated, the nuclear bombs are deactivated, and conveniently don't land on any civilians.
Of course.
And clearly, most important of all, Ty gets his email to his lovely lady friend.
Love that. So what's a few raindrops between friends but tight?
Oh, I bet they make a cute couple. What'd I say?
It would take too long to explain.
Did they get
We
together?
better take a break here. We'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying this.
People.
This Digimon, I'm not enjoying it so far. This is really bizarre. I think I might have had to grow up with it to appreciate it, but this is not something I would dig into.
Fine.
You weren't even wearing mascara. How is it running?
I don't know. So, third story.
sure.
Oh my god, 35 minutes to go.
Why do you keep mentioning the time anyway?
Well, that's one of the reasons this movie is so terrible. It has no arc, no connection between the three stories. You can pop on the movie at any point and have no idea if you're in the first act or near the climax or the resolution. Just it's a bunch of series of vignettes with no point. Well, one point, I guess. Make money for Fox Kids!
Yolene and
all about that
Koromon
money.
match wits with the best of them, as well as tan lines.
Angry
and there's
bird.
Davis and Demi-Demon. Yeah, I know,
Ooh,
Davis
that's
looks
creepy.
a lot like my brother Ty.
We blame lazy character design for that.
Ty and Kari are in New York because, well, really, if we can't stay in the same story for 5 minutes, why should we stay in the same location? And they come across Willis.
Hey, he finally has a point in this movie.
Well, kinda-ish.
What do you mean, ish?
Kokomon, this has to stop.
This better be fucking epic.
You know, I'm glad they jump right into the fight sequence instead of, oh, I don't know, develop this Willis kid they've been building up for the past hour.
Yeah,
Who
who
wants to
needs
care
story?
about who's fighting when we could just jump straight to the fighting itself?
Yeah. Like I said, Michael Bay must have been involved in this.
So the American Rabbit and the Muppet Minstrel Show have a little fight until the big one disappears.
They call the other cast members down to Colorado, who, if you don't know the show, you have no idea who most of these kids are. Right, Critic?
Is that the California kid from The Wizard?
Point exactly.
California. I knew that was coming.
Kokomon
Come on.
appears and the Digimon
That's always
Digivolve
quoted.
to fight him.
Demi-Demon Digivolve, dude! Digimon!
That really does sound like Inspector Gadget music. I don't know why.
So, in their world,
It's got that
do
sort of
text
hint
always
of
appear
it.
behind them like Scott Pilgrim? And for that matter, does every Digimon get a narrator to announce their name whenever they do this?
Raidramon, the storm of friendship.
Wouldn't that get old after a while?
Critic opens refrigerator. Critic drinks milk.
Wow, that's a lot
Critic
of fucking
gets
milk.
incredibly annoyed
Jesus.
look.
How much milk is
Critic
that?
walks off screen. Critic kicks the narrator in the balls.
And the narrator feels incredible pain.
And I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty much the rest of the movie. Just pointless fighting with really no purpose at all.
The beginning.
The first act has no purpose. You will connect it to the plot. Even the Pokemon movie at least had a moral. And okay, it was bullshit and it made no sense, but at least it was trying to have a point. This
Wow.
seems entirely useless. Oh,
When he
okay, there's a
recommends the
quick backstory
Pokemon
about
the
where
first
Pokemon
movie,
came
Jesus,
from.
you know
But
it's
it goes
bad.
by so fast, you almost miss it.
8 years ago, a Digi-Egg came out of my computer, and it hatched into twin Digimon, Terriermon and Cocomon. I finally had someone to play with, my very own pets, and they talked too. It was the best. Before my Digi-Egg could hatch, it was attacked by a virus, and it mutated into Diaboromon.
Yeah, the pacing
Jesus.
of this movie is awful. That should have been like a big dramatic reveal if it took its time, develop some character, or at least slow down for a minute.
But even the backstory seems half-assed, with the plot being so rushed and there being no time to have the audience absorb what's going on. It's sort of like a story as complicated as Harry Potter was being given the same treatment.
Harry Potter had a family, but he didn't like them, but it's okay because he's going to a school where others like him, and there's magic, and he's magic too. But there's a bad teacher who it turns out isn't bad, but then it turns out he is bad, but then it turns out he isn't bad maybe.
There's also a bunch of bad kids and a bad guy with no nose. They're really evil except for maybe they might be good, except for one student might be
Don't
good.
do this
Also,
to the
teacher
Harry
might be good,
Potter
might be evil, I'm not
franchise.
entirely sure. And then they all lived
It's
in pretty much
overloading.
pointlessly stretched out into 7 ever after.
Actually, maybe that would be better. Hell, even the emotional reactions are incredibly rushed. Look!
What's the matter with you?
That's the saddest story I ever heard.
I'm the one with the problem.
Probably watched the Titanic animated movie, that god-awful one. You know the one I'm talking about.
I didn't edit that! I swear to God, I did not edit that scene at all. That's really how it's played. That is the real pacing of that moment.
Oh, come on, Critic, be fair. I'm sure some emotional issues can be resolved that well. You just have to be mature and...
Oh yeah? Get over that whole Ty and his lady friend thing.
Right, fine, then I will.
What?
He was supposed to be with Ty and TK and Kari. We're supposed to have cute little perfect babies and Sub-Zero too in the
Oh
eye
boy.
socket.
We're looking at a
What
Twilight
was it?
fan.
Fighting and more fighting. God, I've never seen so much action be so boring. I mean, there's a rabbit with machine guns for hands. How do you
That's
make that
fucking
boring?
awesome. Come on, that's gonna be awesome.
We have to digivolve to our mega form so we can release the golden Digi-Eggs. Anjumon, North Digivolve to Seraphimon.
Anjumon, Digivolve to
Oh, what the
I'm
fuck?
sorry. I squeed.
You squeed. You squeed for something in this movie.
No. It's just like, okay, Patamon and Gatomon never achieved Mega Level in the show before, along with several other Digimon, but that's not important right now. And it's so rare to see, and they look so cool. And
Cool, it's a Burger King Kids Club chess piece and a My Little Pony version of Falcor.
Seraphimon, carry me away in your big man angel arms. I wanna hug
You
it.
need Digi-medication.
Yeah,
But in
Jesus.
an exciting, if not kind of confusing climax, Cocomon somehow takes
Cocomon.
them back in time.
He can do that now?
I'm not questioning it. To a point when the virus that affected him was at a weaker stage. So they use their Digi-powers to defeat the virus and Cocomon returns back to his normal form.
I guess without the virus...
My
Pokemon
fucking
couldn't
head
answer.
hurts. Honestly, I'm having a fucking headache watching this. It's so fucking much. Oh, Jesus. This is overwhelming.
They never really die.
As long as there's someone around to buy our shit, we'll never disappear.
Yeah.
Cocomon!
Cocomon, what?
Like I said, Willis learned about teamwork the hard way.
He did?
He also found out
That
Dave
voice
was
sounds
right.
really familiar.
Digimon
I've
never
definitely
really
heard this
die.
voice
Their
before.
information just gets reconfigured. Only sometimes they come back singing a different tune.
I've heard that voice before.
Smash Mouth!
Bingo! Yes! What did I win?
The everlasting shame that you watched this movie.
Yeah, that's not something to be
What a
happy to
piece
win
of
for.
cock a dick. I know nothing about this show, and this movie didn't do anything to fix that. All it
Oh,
did was turn me off to it even more. They say it was 3 movies spliced together, and you know what? I believe it. There is no care about what happens to these characters, or if the story makes any sense whatsoever.
Let me make this clear. I love Digimon, flaws and corniness and all. There was a passion and sincerity to the TV series, even the English language version, that surpassed any expectations for a marketing vehicle that existed. The production team was told to promote toys, and they made a moving, charming, fun story that fans still remember fondly today. But this? The purest and most obnoxious of cash-ins that takes the worst aspects of the show and blows them up tenfold in the hopes of making a quick buck for Fox. It's hilarious, it's embarrassing, it's pretty much unwatchable. The impact
thank
this
God
movie
it's
has
over.
made on the Digimon
Oh,
franchise
thank God
and
it's over.
Not so great reputation has made me so upset I can't even sleep tonight. And if I can't sleep tonight, nobody can.
That scream sound effect. The end. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Oh, God. That was painful.
I deserve a Joe signal, Critic!
Yeah, he does. Come on, I want to see Angry Joe in this. Well, he was only in it for a bit, but I want to see him a lot more in it. But yeah, that was Nostalgia Critic, Digimon the movie. My God, I'm sorry guys. I'm sure you really want me to enjoy this movie, Digimon, because it's like Pokemon and all the animated styles and all that. But that was painful. That was painful. Honestly, that was just absolutely god-awful, terrible. I just don't get it. I truly don't. Maybe it's something I have to watch as a kid, you know, maybe something I had to do while growing up to appreciate a little bit more. You know, movies and TV shows, you have to do that. You have to watch it when you grow up and appreciate it. That's nostalgia, you know. But for me, no, I'm absolutely fucking not watching this. Absolutely God not. You know, the animation was pretty cool, but, you know, you had a rabbit with fucking machine guns, you know, use them, you know, just go crazy. I mean, if it was just, you know, 2 hours of explosions and, you know, Digimon's little miniatures fighting each other and all that, that'd be pretty badass. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, because the story doesn't really make much sense and everything else. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I can't dig this one. I really can't see myself watching this. Digimon the movie? Absolutely not. No, I'm not watching this. You know, Pokemon the first movie, a lot of people hated that. I could have watched that. But Digimon the movie, no, I'm gonna give this one a huge skip. I just have to, because I think it's just something you have to watch growing up. Well, you know, when you're a child, you can appreciate it more. But this is definitely not for me. I'll just stick to collecting cards. But yeah. I mean, at least if they did make the movie, there were some cool plush toys, like cute little cuddly teddy bears made out of the, you know, the cartoon movie, I guess. I mean, yeah, that would be great, you know, to have those things. But other than that, I really can't think of anything nice to say about the movie. I mean, it was painful. It really was. It wasn't the worst, you know, movie I've ever seen or animated movie. There's much worse, like the Titanic animated movie. We all know what one I'm talking about. I can't even fucking remember the name, thank God. Thank God that the name has started to unravel. It's starting to wash away. That's all that fucking holy water I've been drinking. Jesus, to get rid of that fucking thing out of my head. And the fucking exorcists my priests have to do to get rid of that fucking movie in my head. But yeah, I'm gonna give this movie a skip. No fucking way am I watching this, I'm sorry. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.